Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Baldwin. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back to throw. Baldwin. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Baldwin. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now third down and very long. Back to throw. Baldwin. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. They can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll set up to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Baldwin. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll get that out wide to Waddle.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Looking to throw on second down. Baldwin. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game, get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
They'll run Achane, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Baldwin. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 71 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf. 47 yards. And the Texans have regained the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Texans 10, Dolphins 7.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, no, bottled up, fumble, it's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So that play, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
Saquon Barkley running right. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
Just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have two very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
To throw on second down, Baldwin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over. Yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Oh, what a juke into space. 43 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on 1st down. Baldwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Waddle, the motion man right. On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st down, Baldwin. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Will Anderson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Off the play fake. Baldwin. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. They're on 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Wise. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. He's across midfield, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Here's a give to Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Hill going to go in motion right. On 1st and 10, Baldwin. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards.
good for a Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle, Ochan. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3. They give to Achane on the option. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Wise. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First down, Houston.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wise. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Texans, first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Catch is made by Metcalf. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wise. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Houston.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 1 from the 2. They'll look to throw here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
In motion, Hill. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone.
But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Baldwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Baldwin. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the gun, Baldwin. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Back to the air on second down. Baldwin. Open man downfield is Hill. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Baldwin. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over.
That's caught inside the 20. They said beginning of the season they wanted to